us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across other social media platforms.
I'm just Enya Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful week.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.
Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Alvin. Okie dokie kids, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? We would like to throw a welcome home party for 4 members of parliament that are coming in. The credentials were officially passed by the House of Parliament today. The 4 members of parliament are as follows. We have Veronica Janssen, the Minister of Health, VSA. She will be the incoming minister. She will be the outgoing minister, as Reginald Brugh, member of parliament from the URSM, will be replacing her. So MP is going to the Council of Ministers, and a Council of Ministers minister, which is Veronica Janssen. She will become the MP for the URSM party. Then we have for Krisha Heidegger Martin. Unfortunately, she's staying in the Council of Ministers as our Minister of TIAT. And the next up in line will be the Minister of Finance, Marinka Gomes, who's supposed to be going to Parliament, but then she said, no, I'm okay being minister, so give it to the next sucker in line. And who's the next sucker in line? The one, the only, Dimar Labega from the Democratic Party. Sorry, Alston. I guess he's going to be the second Rasta in Parliament. So, it's a good year for the Rastas. I like it. It's a good year. It's no good. All right, so Dimar Labega, he is going to represent the DP. Then for the PFP, Melissa Gomes will be your new Minister of Education, Culture, Youth and Sport next week. So who will be taking her spot? Rayon Peterson. He's coming back as a Member of Parliament. Let the gangster games begin. And of course, last but not least, for the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Luc Mercelina. Of course, he will be the Prime Minister again. So, coming up next will be the one, the only, 4 paces down the line. Chris Weber will be coming in to the House of Parliament. Those are the 4 members of Parliament that accreditations were perused today as a formality, and they will be coming in to represent for the next sitting Parliament. So it's going to be not a major change, but a change. Of course, replacing the Minister of Justice, Batman. He will be now just a Member of Parliament starting next week. And you will have, of course, Natalie Tackling, who will be joining the ranks of the Council of Ministers as the next Minister of Justice. She will be taking over the headache of justice. Justice, you know you're a headache. We love you, but there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of things that are still on the table. And of course, Batman is happy to just let it go. Let it go, let it go. And then, of course, Natalie Tackling, you're up next. You will be blamed for everything. Just so you know, Council of Ministers, I know that we are used to blaming people or blaming the previous administration, but just remember that you were the previous administration that you're in now. So you could blame the predecessors all you want. It's your problem now. Okay, so Natalie, we don't want to hear it. Just get to work. Let's go. Let's get it going. And of course, and she will be representing the SAM party of Frankie Myers. So the Now party will be a sole opposition in Parliament. Of course, then you have, the URSM, the DP, Auntie Sarah still is going to be heading as president, so that doesn't change. Shamia Roseberg, part of the presidium, and of course, replacing Melissa Gomes will be the one, the only Mr. PFP, Ray Peterson, of course. Yeah. All right. Staying in Vrummy will be from the PFP also. Mr. Gomes, yes, Patrice Gomes, he will be staying in Vrummy. What's going on with the roads, bro? Everything okay? What's going on with the roads? We fixing it. We get in there. They have some slanted roads, a bunch of crooked roads. We need some straight roads, Minister Patrice Gomes. You agree with me? Like, some people like crooked. Some people like side roads. But the straight roads need to be fixed. All right? It's important that we focus on the streets of St. Martin, because these streets, they don't know us, or they don't love us like they do. Is that the lyric? These streets don't know you like they do. That's insane. All right. So give the streets some love, Mr. Minister Patrice Gomes, and be for the streets. It's very important because the streets need you, and you need the streets. Just don't go in the streets too late, because then craziness has happened late at night. So try to do everything on the streets early. We talk about the streets, right? Yeah. Okay. Here is the highlight of the confirmation meeting, and of course some opening statements from your members of parliament.
Thank you, committee members. Members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, the committee to examine the credentials has approved these credentials of the following persons: Mrs. Veronica C. Janssen-Webster, Mr. Dimar C. Labega, Mr. Rayon A. Peterson, and Mr. Christopher L. Waver. Does Parliament agree with the proposal of the approval of the credentials? Not hearing anything to the contrary, Parliament has agreed to approve the credentials of Mrs. Janssen-Webster, Mr. Labega, Mr. Peterson, and Mr. Waver.
Whoa, that's a mouthful. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got some news from the UN. Oh, the Dutch. Oh, my God. The French, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Big news out of the UN today. It's the COP29 conference of the UN. When we come back, we give you those details. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Let's begin. Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link.
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app, though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app, though. All you got to do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon.
But it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
At GEBE, our commitment extends beyond utilities. It's about exceptional service. Meet the heart of the operation, the customer service team. With a friendly voice and a helping hand, we're here to address your concerns. Whether it's a billing question or a technical issue, we're dedicated to finding solutions. Your satisfaction drives us. We listen, we act, and we make a difference. GEBE, the power to serve.
Okay, so the COP29 took place. It's an environmental conference that took place in the UN, and the main speaker decided to go off on the colonial people of France and the Netherlands. And off he went. I was like, whoa! When I hear this man basically say that the overseas territories are nothing but a shab, it's not a real thing. We're still having problems with every single thing because it's a facade. He didn't say it, but I was thinking it while he was speaking. But he was pretty direct. Take a look. Very interesting speech.
Dear ladies and gentlemen, Using this opportunity, I'd like to raise one of the important issues on the international agenda: neocolonialism and climate change. The so-called overseas territories of France and Netherlands, particularly in the Caribbean and Pacific, are among the most severely impacted They are among the most severely impacted by climate change. Rising sea level, extreme weather events, biodiversity loss create serious threats to these regions. The voices of these communities are often brutally suppressed by the regimes in their metropolis. The peoples of French colonies, such as New Caledonia, French Polynesia, Mayotte, Wallis and Futuna, Corsica, Réunion, Guadeloupe, Martinique, French Guyana, Saint-Pierre and Miquelon, Saint-Martin, Saint-Barthélemy, and colonies of Netherlands such as Aruba, Curaçao, Saint Martin, Bonaire, Saint Eswatis, Saba. Let's applaud the people of these territories. They are still suffering today in the 21st century from colonial rule. French Polynesia and New Caledonia are currently recognized as non-self-governing territories by the United Nations since 1946-1947. However, their decolonization process are still delayed. Between 1966 and 1996, French Polynesia faced serious environmental degradation due to 193 nuclear tests conducted by France. France is responsible for severe soil and water contamination and radiation there. Radiation level exceeded 4,900%. If we add here 17 nuclear tests conducted by France in Algeria during the years of occupation, we will see what damage this country made to the ecosystem of the planet. The list of France's crimes in their so-called overseas territories would not be complete if we do not mention the recent human rights violations by the regime. The regime of President Macron killed 13 and injured 169 people during this year's legitimate protests of Kanaks in New Caledonia. 1,700 people were arrested. During the protests in Martinique and Guadeloupe, also this year, 38 people were arrested. After all that, France was not denounced, neither by European Commission, nor by European Parliament, nor by Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe. This is political hypocrisy. European Parliament and Parliament Assembly of the Council of Europe, these two institutions which became the symbols of political corruption, share responsibility with the government of President Macron for killings of innocent people. All political prisoners of France must be immediately liberated. But what else can we expect from European Parliament and Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe if chief European diplomat Joseph Borrell calls Europe a garden and the rest of the world jungles? If we are jungles, then stay away from us and don't interfere into our affairs. Azerbaijan supported small island states as the chair of non-aligned movement, supports as president of COP29, and will continue to support our friends in the future. Thank you very much.
So, Did the Dutch respond? AI, please read the statement from the Dutch people that basically gave a very interesting response right after he finished the speech. So they was watching it, and then they was like, this man is gek. Hij is waardeloos. Hij is niet goed. Hij liegt. You know how the Dutch is.
The Kingdom of the Netherlands categorically rejects the unfounded views about repression as expressed by the President of Azerbaijan during the COP29. The Kingdom of the Netherlands consists of 4 autonomous and legally equal countries under the Charter of the Kingdom: Aruba, Curaçao, Sint Maarten and the Netherlands, which includes the special municipalities Bonaire, Saba and Sint Eustatius. This is result of a series of referenda and consultations on the islands. Democratic elections are held periodically on every of the 6 islands. The Netherlands remains committed to our climate ambitions and to making this COP a success. In this regard, the Netherlands has always been an active proponent of the interest of the small island states.
Because of course, what is he talking about? We're autonomous countries. Ain't like when we have royal family members come and visit and we bow. Ain't like, you know, we wear our nice floral dresses and our nice St. Martin slavery clothes and dance for them and go like, hee hee, yay, Netherlands, yay, France. Right? Please, Pete, roll the clip of Princess Beatrix here.
It's okay.
Nothing like some good old Dutch cheese. Anyway, time for a commercial break. When we come back, more late night. Stay with us.
And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait a bit. Tell me how to wait more. Tell me all that I should know. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait a go. Tell me how to wait a bit. To evoke some empathy. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to see. Show me all that I could be.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV15.
Thank you, TV15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure to tune in to the late night.
and sit, sip, and chat.
Late night.
Welcome to SXM Taxi, the most convenient way to hail a taxi on St. Martin. Our app is strictly dedicated to licensed taxi drivers only on the island of St. Martin. You must have an active authorized taxi license and driver's license to be approved to use our service. Our app is designed for the convenience of both customers and drivers. Customers simply download the app, upload a credit card, and have immediate access to any driver available nearby. Once you sign up and are approved to drive, you can choose when you want to use the app by toggling the switch at the top center of your screen to either online or offline. When you are online, you will be alerted for passenger pickups in your area, be visible to riders, and be able to accept rides. When you are offline, you will not receive alerts and you will be invisible to riders. This feature is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to use at your discretion, making the app extremely flexible and user-friendly for the driver. Once the rider requests a taxi, a notification is sent to all drivers in the vicinity. The first available driver to accept the ride gets the fare. Once you are alerted of a potential fare, you can accept the trip by clicking the Accept button at the bottom of your screen. The app's built-in GPS feature will then guide you directly to the rider's location. By clicking the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you can choose from 3 different GPS integrations: Apple Maps, Google Maps, or Waze. This feature gives you the ability to use the GPS platform you are most comfortable with. Please keep in mind that you must download the GPS app that you prefer separately onto your phone in order to use this feature. We recommend downloading the Waze GPS app for best results, as we find it to be the most accurate and up-to-date GPS platform. Once you arrive at your passenger pickup point slide, the Mark Arrived arrow at the bottom of your screen. For added security, the app will require you to enter either the last 4 digits of the passenger's phone number or an OTP code that was provided to the rider. This built-in safety feature protects drivers from unwanted or incorrect passengers. Once you enter the correct code, the ride can start by swiping the slide to begin arrow on the bottom of your screen. Once the trip is complete, simply swipe the slide to end ride arrow on the bottom of your screen. The fare is automatically calculated and charged to the rider's credit card. You are now ready and available for your next ride. Driver sign-up bonus fees. All drivers that sign up to use our service will receive an additional 10% booking fee for every fare booked with the app through 2025. In addition, the first 100 drivers that use our service and reach their 100th ride milestone with SXM Taxi will receive a one-time $500 bonus fee.
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link?
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Well, yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big butt.
It's not an app, though. It's not a f***ing app. What the f***? It's not a f***ing app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes!
It's not an app, though.
Hey girl, tell me you don't call me back today. Oh, wait, that's him calling now. I'll call you back.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Hey, I had a wonderful time.
Hello?
How beautiful.
You've got to be kidding me.
I wanted to. This thing's so stupid.
Stupid?
No, you're not stupid. This is stupid. Can you hear me? I don't think you're deaf.
Deaf?
I am saying.
Boy, bye.
Make the switch. Get faster internet for less.
Flashback time! Let's go into the flashback. Good one for you today. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrick. Okie dokie, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? We begin. Enya policyholders are in trouble. We know this for quite some time after the court case between the central bank and Ansari family. And apparently, the central bank won, but the Ansari family continues with appeals and appeals. So the policyholders are in trouble. So the Dutch are a bit concerned because they have about 30,000 policyholders between St. Martin and Curaçao. So that's quite a chunk of people, including a chunk of Dutch people that have a policy with Enya. Now, of course, Enya is an insurance company, and the Ansari family used it as a personal piggy bank to take out a bunch of money and never put it back. The central bank catch whiff of it and basically brought them to court and tell them, put it the hell back. The court then said, yes, put it back. Ansari family like, no, we don't have to, because we kind of own it, we own it, so you can't tell us nothing. Meanwhile, policyholders are a bit nervous, a bit shaky, and they want to know what is happening with their policy. Is everything going to be okay once they go in retirement? What's happening? What's going on? Now, of course, you know how a pension scheme works, right? That's why it's called a scheme. But anyway, the Dutch are so concerned. You're supposed to say, how concerned are they? They're so concerned that they will not be giving St. Martin or Curaçao any liquidity support until we get our stuff together with this Enya business. Because we owe them some money come October, because COVID time finished, and we had kind of borrowed some money. And we kind of signed agreements that we was going to start to pay them from October coming. So we're asking them for an extension because we don't have the money. But in the meanwhile, the state secretary going like, okay, we might give you an extension on the loan that you have to pay back. But meanwhile, I need a guarantee that these Enya policyholders ain't in trouble. Suspended Member of Parliament Claudius Boncampa mentioned it on the radio show online this week, and he gave a better breakdown than my breakdown. Take a look.
Is the Enya Life Insurance and Pension Fund. Now, Van Hoffelen, you can remember some time ago, everybody was, we have an agreement and the loans are going to be taken care of. Far from the truth.
What did she say now?
When I said the last time, we don't have a balanced budget because we don't know what's happening with the loans, people looked at me as if, oh man, you're creating a problem where a problem shouldn't be created. I said, no, I will feel comfortable when we have a balanced budget and the loans that we are supposed to pay back in October are regulated in the budget. CFT said, oh, everything is okay. And then they give a positive heads up to take a loan for, I think it was 65 million, X amount, to do infrastructure, capital investment. And I said to myself, a loan means more strain on an already strained country. I understand elections are coming. I understand that. That's why 40 million was being put in infrastructure by Vromi, of which 20-something million was also for the sewage plant to be built in KB. But my problem is this. Van Hoffelen had a change of heart. And Van Hoffelen now decided that the three countries will either have to do certain things or there will be no agreement on an extension. On an extension for the duration or the interest norms that have to be paid. Why do I say that? Because now they said Aruba already is in problems. Aruba might have to look for a refinancing on the outside world because the Dutch are not going to give Aruba any breathing space on the loans if they don't agree to accept the CAF, which is the like how we have the CFT law, the RFT laws, the Rijksfinanciële Wet. If we don't if Aruba doesn't agree with that law now, then they will have to pay back their loans. Samantha and Curacao was suddenly hurdled with a totally different something. While it's a noble gesture from the state secretary, it's a noble gesture. Please understand that Samantha and Curacao will have to cough up 50 million guilders a year for the next 25 years, or 700 million guilders by July, to ensure that the Enya policyholders don't lose 80% of their pension money. Now, what has me baffled is this. There's a court case.
Where did that come from?
Ansari lost the case. Have to pay back 1.2 billion.
Go ahead.
The appellate court will make a decision in June, July. Now, everybody knows if Ansari loses, he'll go to cassation, which means another year and a half down the road. And it means that at that point in time, the fund will most probably collapse. The central bank has also made this noise towards the countries. Listen, you have to find either 700 million or 50 million guaranteed for the next 25 years. That means the countries are tying themselves to a repayment of 50 million guilders based on, naturally, Curacao so much, St. Martin so much, but for the next 25 years. That's what you're doing. No, okay, we're going to pay this year and then we're going to see next year. No. It's a confirmation that the central bank needs. Because remember, the central bank is the one responsible right now for Enya. Not Ansari, not the Parma Group, the central bank. And the central bank doesn't have that kind of money to do this anymore. Remember, they already had the bailout hero. Now you have this one. The question is, how could this have happened over the years and the central bank never saw it? But nobody will say nothing about it. And these are the problems I have. Because I can tell you, you know where it's going to end back up? On the former director of the central bank. It's going to end up right here.
Okay, so there you had it from MP Boncampa. Now, the question now is, what happens as far as St. Martin is concerned, because as usual, the Minister of Finance is nowhere to be found. I guess he's busy lifting weights somewhere. So we don't know what's happening. So the Prime Minister was asked during the Council of Ministers press briefing on Wednesday, what are we going to do since we're in these financial problems, since we're in this trouble? And of course, the Prime Minister, in the true Prime Minister fashion, didn't answer the question, but answered the question, but didn't answer it. But she answered it. Take a look.
There is a committee that has been established that is in discussion to prepare the proposal. We've received, let's say, a proposal from the Netherlands in terms of what is possible with the refinancing of the loans. As government of St. Martin, we are putting forth, we would have to establish what we see as feasible. And the idea is that we would definitely defer any payment that would be due in October. As you know, financially, we're not able to make those payments come October. So it behooves us to have the plan finalized in June, as per the request of the Ministry of Basic Care, and that's our goal. So we're working towards having our proposal on how this would go ready by June, to have further discussions with the State Secretary and her staff to reach to an agreement on how this will be done. So the committee is working diligently and looking at all of the other options, and we are trying our best to ensure that we paint a clear picture of our finances, the risk involved, etc., propose investments, for instance, so that we can build the resilience and continue to develop St. Martin. Because a lot of what has been said over the past years is that St. Martin was able to be so badly damaged or is so far behind on achieving some of the goals that we have because there has been a lack of investment in the past. So the only way to remedy that is to actually invest. And as you know, we just got our budget approved and the capital investments also improved. Those investments are taking place. We do have investments taking place also from the trust fund. So all of that movement of money within the community will bring the necessary economic development, but we cannot forget, of course, the social and economic development of our people. So we have to look at ways to ensure that we can sustain the island as well as pay back any loans. So any scheme that is put forth will be in keeping with us being able to sustain the country as well. It has to be feasible. And we have until June to present that.
Oh yeah, also before we begin the program, I have to let you know, this upcoming Sunday, we're starting back with the great debate. We have 4 political parties that will be represented in the House. We have the National Alliance, the United People's Party, the Now Party, and also the URSM Party. Those 4 parties are the only serious parties out there because the rest is just, yeah, they messed with me, so I was gonna go with the parties that has actually messed with me and want to come and share their sentiments with the audience. So other political parties, candidates, don't blame me. Don't think I hate your party. Blame your party leaders who are horrible and they continue to do their own thing and they don't want to participate in these debates. So what you want me to do? Okay? But I do thank the persons who accepted invitations to come on the great debate. It's set for this Sunday, 7 p.m. as usual, where I ask the serious questions. All right? Good. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Let's begin.
You know what to do? Same place, same time.
We're gonna light his cunt up.
All the way down, da da da.
because I'm so icy now. Baby boy, no, you like me now, you like me now. Won't you baila, baila cubana, eh. Let me take you harder, let me love you down, da da da. Boy, baila, baila cubana. Let me take you harder, all the way down. Baila, baila, baila cubana, baila, baila cubana, yeah. Baila, baila cubana, baila, baila cubana. Hold him, I swear if you don't hush your mouth.
Silent night, holy night. All is calm and all is bright round young virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace, peace. Silence night, holy night. Shepherds quake at the sign. Glory stream from heaven above. Heavenly host sings hallelujah. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born.
That is it for the late night show. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, do have a safe and pleasant one. Also, very important, November to remember. Get on that special, okay? And make sure to download the app. It is an app. It's always been an app. So click the link or scan your phone, but click the link because you could watch all your programs on the link because it's an app. Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link?
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App, you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
yeah,
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app?
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big buck.
It's not an app, though. It's not a f***ing app. What the f***? It's not a f***ing app.
Ooh, you kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.